So as you can see, these are the things that go in the pool here, or in the thing. This was all broken up. So what I did, you can pop this out with a steak knife, and then you cut this to the length. You're gonna have to measure it. They're all different size lengths, but it goes in this. But this is 1.5 inch PVC pipe. And then make sure you buy pool glue and primer.
Speaking of which, did we bring those out here?
No, but look. So as you can see, it'll fit right on there like that. And it's the perfect height. Very, very nice. These things are expensive. So I got this for 45 bucks. Also, it was missing this. You can find these at Home Depot. I'll try to get the barcode on there. This fits right on perfectly on the drain, because mine didn't come with a drain. You can see how dirty and gross and chewed up it is. But it fits on so perfect. And it was like $1.19. So if you lost your cap, there's what you need to buy. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this back apart. Like I said, you just take the screws out of the top and you'll be able to take all the, I'm not really sure what these things are called. The little filters, sand filters. Take them all.
Sticks.
Take them all out. So that I need to sand and glue. And then this has a big, huge crack in it there and there. So what I'm gonna fiberglass this, and that should fix the pump. So yeah. All right, so yeah, there's still going to be remnants of the old glue in here, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is just sand it. I got a 60 grit or 80 grit sandpaper. And this is the glue we'll be using. It was like a little 2-pack. This was about $5, $6 at
Home Depot.
Home Depot. And it said that it was okay for the pool. So make sure if you're going to grab something like that, that it's okay for the pool, because otherwise it'll eat up, the chlorine will eat up the glue, and then you might as well have done nothing. So you're just going to want to sand this. You don't need to get it really good. Basically you just want some grit for the glue to grab onto. Should look like something like that. Just sanded up. Not perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. These things are a pain in the ass to open, so you don't need to use a monkey wrench, but this is what my son brought me. I don't remember if you got to shake this or not. I would shake it. Fuck it. Why not?
There's purple stuff all over the place now.
So you're going to take this purple stuff. I don't remember which side I cut. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to run this.
Smells weird.
Right along here. Get a nice coating.
Smells almost like rubbing alcohol.
This should outlast the part. So don't worry about gluing it too good or too bad, you know. that other plastic that they give you is really cheap. The PVC is going to last a whole lot longer. Oh, this stuff is blue.
Blue, and it's thick.
Alright, so you're going to want to get yourself a nice coating on here of blue. I've never seen blue stuff before. It's usually
Like
clear or yellow.
clear most of the time, though.
It is pretty thick stuff, though. There you go. Well, that is quality. Alright, you might want to grab a napkin. Alright, that should be good. We'll let that dry. So that's repaired. Alright, so now all we have to do, we're going to sand all this down to get rid of this crack. Good. We gotta get in this corner here. The better you sand this part, the better the outcome of your job is gonna be. Because what you're trying to do is eliminate a leak. Alright. That looks pretty bad. Just the way we want it. Alright, now you're going to do the same thing to the inside of this. Now you got everything scratched up. Obviously this side came out better than that side, but I had these things were in my way, so, you know, it is what it is. Looks like he was putting it on wrong. See that?
Yeah.
Look inside this. Maybe it's a replacement. Or that's how it's supposed to be. Whatever. Alright. Stop recording. So now you're going to want to get some bondo glass. That'll probably be enough right there. Definitely going to want to put gloves on to do this when you see what I'm actually about to do.
Or you better like hand mix it?
No.
Or hand apply it? And always remember you want it to get brown.
It could be dark green if you want to wait for it to dry.
Be like poopy color.
Now you're going to want to work this into all the corners here. You're going to want to come up the lip a little bit on the corners. Not crazy high, but just enough that you're reinforcing this. This is what's actually sealing all them cracks now. Alright, so once you get it like that, if you're quick enough, which I'm going to try to be, we still have a lot left. So you're going to want to heat this up so it gets a little hard so you can flip it around without it dripping. Alright, so now that we're not dripping, grab me another glove. Hurry up. Now that we're not dripping, you can put it on this side. Make sure you put your glove back on. Well, not that glove, but get another glove. This should still be pliable.
And the same thing with this.
And you're going to use the rest of this. Looks like I got lucky. We might be able to, just one batch will be enough. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to bring it in and work it in. Make sure you're getting all these little corners. And then this one can't be very high as the inside one. So what you're going to need to do is take this and kind of smooth it out so it's somewhat flat. And that's it. We'll let this harden, and then we'll peel off whatever's in the way of the chambers and peel off this, and we should be waterproof again. Alright, so all you're going to do now is once you get it tacky, most of the stuff you could just peel off with your nail. If you don't want it in your nail, just grab a flathead. Or for me, I'm using this old knife, and just this way you don't have to sand it. You can just scrape it off. So you don't need all this extra crap in your pump flying off somewhere.
You see a little bit of it in there?
I'm not worried about that. Worried about the chunks that would pop off. As you can see, you don't have to sand, you could just scrape it right off. Very important. I'm not even going to use the knife here. You have to get these completely cleaned off. This is where your filter things sit.
Sand sticks.
Yeah, whatever the hell they're called. So you definitely want to scrape these completely down to the plastic, so that way nothing is binding when you put it back together. You see how, like here, it's high. You don't want that. You want to break that stuff right off and get it down to the bare plastic. That way you're not affecting how it runs. Alright, so here's the finished product. I did sand it down a bit. on the inside, but not on the bottom where it fits into the tank. So we're going to put all these back in, hopefully. I don't know how hard this is going to be to balance these. Alright, and as you can see, that's all nice and glued in with the new thing. We're going to line up our screw holes. That looks good. What I would suggest is put one there and then put one right across from it, and it'll hold the whole thing together while you're putting the rest of them in. Now before you get crazy happy, make sure these actually move. Because this does have to be folded to go back in the tank. So it's very important that they actually move when you're done. And I'm going to let this sit overnight and let the fiberglass dry. And we're going to let the glue on the pipe dry overnight. And yeah, I think this is going to work out pretty nicely. Alright. So yeah, like I said, these have to be able to, you gotta be able to fold these up. Because that's the only way you're gonna get it in this hole. So basically when you ready to put it in, you see, you don't have that much room. So you're gonna put it like this and then fold them all back down inside the tank. Then position it and fill it with sand. But all in all, this was a really good fix. I'll show you the video of it working once we get sand. Turn off.